All right. Today is I should change this. Um, the dating my settings for the YouTube video. But today is the 19 January 19 of 2019, and I wanted to just go over as I do weekly now over BTC and see where we are. I think we have a interesting week ahead of us, and I think we had a very interesting week behind us. Tomorrow, as you know, the weekly candle will close again, and with that, we will have some new expectations of the market. And here is what I think about the market and what I expect to see. Again, this is BTC. It's just in a very crappy place. For the last month or so, it's just been in the same range. If I open this chart right here and I play it, this is a rectangle, and it just hasn't get out of it. It's been out, fall back down, up, back again. It hasn't stopped, and but I think it's a good time to take a look what's going on and what happened during the last week. So let's get back to the daily. I have a clear chart, and I'm gonna actually clear everything. Okay, I don't need this on the right side. And so let's see what happened in the daily. Yesterday I went in my chart and I updated a post. It went red. I was expecting that BTC was gonna drop. So when you see the lag line going under the price, it's usually a bad sign. But the RSI was trying to push up, so I was biased, but I really thought it were gonna drop. And I actually, in my channel, I said I'm gonna set my stop losses, and I said, look into an exit now, because obviously you don't wanna, I'm still long, I don't wanna get hit on losing money. So I said, if this isn't a trade recommendation, as I said, if you're in trade, well, you do what you want. But for me, I was looking for a exit, and my target is still between 2.5 2.8, but that was yesterday. And today I got up to something different on the daily. So the chart turned again. As you can see, the Ichicloud, I am a Ichicloud lover, so it turned again, meaning that the volume picked up a little bit. And I'm gonna just close this, and also the lag line, let me close this. Also the lag line kind of turned back upwards, and then on the other side, if you look at this, so the moving average is the blue line, and the exponential moving average is the red line. And the gap is widening, which is a really good sign. Every time the gap widens on these two moving averages, let me just hide this for a minute. Every time the gap widens on these two, it is a good sign for the recovery of the price. You must have a certain indicators that you're confident of, and the RSI is one and the Ichicloud is the other one. So but let us just hide this for a minute, because I want to see what's going on with the volume and the moving averages. So on the volume, this is the OVV, and as I said, before, I explain how this works, and I usually, what we expect is a change on the green, from the red to the green, and we expect that to stay on top. So I am hoping that this for me again, this was a buy area, and I'm looking again to add some positions here. I'm just gonna wait for the weekly because the volume just spiked to change again to a demand. And also the MA8, it's kind of getting tucked under the price, and I am hopeful that during the next few days we're gonna see the MA crossing again. So we had a cross right here, which didn't last for long, unfortunately, and then we had a cross right here, and then I'm hoping to get another cross, which the price will probably end up pushing up a little bit. My first target for the short term would be at least to test the MA55 around $4,000. I have said that if we want to stay and survive this awkward place in the market, we have to stay at least in the range of 35 to 39. So that would be a good thing. Even if we stay for a couple of months in the same range, I think it would be a good thing for us, because as the lag line moves above the price, and since we have shown some sort of bullishness again, I am hoping that the price will just start getting on top of the Ichi cloud. That is for the daily. On my first target would be about $4,000 after we get out of these MAs, and my my second target would be obviously around the risk zone on the chart, which is 43. But for now, these are my two hurdles that we might end up having to sorry, I'm getting text messages, having to test. And let's clear this, and let's move to the weekly chart. Let's reset. Okay, the weekly chart is a little more interesting again. We can see we haven't crossed on the volume. I'm still expecting to see some green on this end, and hopefully that will give us a little chance to get above this MA8, which has been really difficult to cross over. And someone is texting. Let me just check. I'm just expecting to see some changes on the volume on this end. We haven't really I haven't seen any signs of, at least for the weekly, on the dropping too much. And again, the RSI, it's getting the same as the daily. It's the exponential, it's getting below the RSI, and I mean the MA is getting below the RSI, and the exponential is widening the gap, which is good for the pricing. I don't really know when the price will move. I cannot tell time. I just can't, this is analysis, and but time is not involved. What I can say is it's going to take a little bit before we get out of this pricing zone. And so I had this was to present to my group, just to see on the monthly and what I expect on this. So there was a lot of sales here. I'm actually going to show you this. So this was the big sell off so far, with 1.65 million BTC sold on this candle. And then the second one was this one, 900,000 BTCs. And then we went again to 960 BTCs. But this is the interesting part. We got 970,000 BTC sold with a little candle of $300 change. and then we are 290. So the sales are ceasing, which will probably give us an opportunity to get some uh, price on the demand side, because if people are not selling, someone's, the price will start uh, getting to the demand zone. And this is my range, my best range, just because the two big sell-offs, this was I think 400,000 and this was like 270,000. So this was a 900,000 BTC sales, but this is the best range for me. I am thinking between 68 and 77. I have said before, my targets are usually a little crazy, but I am not taking my eye out of this range. And that's for the monthly. So let's go back to the weekly, and I am looking that this is kind of closing the gap, which is good. I am not sure on if I should say this, but I am not thinking yet that we're going to reverse because of this chart. Okay, we've just been holding on the MA 55, and if I go to the monthly again, you can see the MA 55 has been our support so far. It has tested once, it went back down, and it has served us in the spring. Peter, I actually think that the price is way below 2,000, man. I have not changed my position on where we're going, but I'm surely hoping to see some kind of relief in the market. And take in consideration too, this is one thing that we have to watch on the monthly, and this is the other big question mark. Will the price drop after the lag crosses, and will test the lower lows? Maybe around, this would be the first test, around 706, for me at least. I know people are saying 900. I don't see it stopping there, just because that wasn't a resistance zone, and that is for thinking just on a bigger time frame. So if we were to calculate some timing, if we put 20, so it's 311 bars before we touch this Ichi cloud, so it's gonna be around December 2019 where we will have some kind of answer. But I still think that we will go lower than $2,000. I just don't think it's gonna happen now. What I do expect is this: once we, since we have had so many red candles, I mean 6 months on sales, and this candle right here kind of stop, and then we're slowly taking a reversal. I don't think we're gonna drop much more than 35, maybe 32. It's hard to say. The price has been very fragile. It breaks down for anything. I mean, last week was a clear sign for that. But I do think that we were gonna end up going up a little bit, and then probably again stall, and then drop again. That is my expectation, and I'm just waiting for now. And since a lot of people are asking me about other stuff, I've been trading actually Forex. This is the gold. I hit a stop loss already, and then I got back in again, and finally in profits. As you can see, price took a dive on Friday I mean, and yeah, 193 was my entry, and yeah, it's been a nice $13 drop for me. And I have been playing with this EuroCAD, and I'm looking to short. Where is this chart? I got burned. I did a couple of trades with pound Australian dollar, but I'm looking to short this again, and I'm gonna just explain a little bit. I know probably people don't care about forex, but I do. This is not chart, I'm sorry. The euro dollar. So just to understand how precise the Ichimoku cloud works, at least for me. Let me remove this. Let me actually clear everything. Put an indicator. And let's do this. So this is the weekly. The weekly is breaking down. As you can see, it just crossed the Senkon. I don't know. I just call it fast, slow and fast lines, A and B. So it's crossing down, it's breaking down. Although we had a nice support and that we were holding a couple of weeks, it didn't hold it enough to push the price up. And if we go back to the daily, it's just more of an educational thing, really. So if we go here, we can see that again the lag line, very important to watch. Hard rejection on the daily, and we're about to cross down again below the pricing. My assumption is this will end up breaking down, but I am looking to short as soon as it crosses this price. So I have to be watching next week where we're gonna have this cross. So sorry, I don't know what I did. Okay, so this is just a little bit of how I read the Ichimoku cloud. Well, I hope that you guys can benefit from this, and I surely will try to make another video next week, Saturday night. And if you are around, you can come and chat with me. So Peter, no, I don't think at this point we're gonna see 2K. I do think that we will see lower prices, but in the future, that is my position still. I am still long in the market, although a lot of people are short, but I just stick to my TA. All right, have a good week everyone, and enjoy your Sunday, and I'll see you later.